Good day, everyone. We are thrilled to present our thesis here at the 6th International Conference of the International Organization for Health, Sports, and Kinesiology. We are from the Institute of Physical Education and Athletics of University of Santo Tomas, Manila, Philippines. My name is Thomas Ezekiel E. Monaster III, together with my fellow presenters, Kenneth Matt Lorenzo A. Buenafe, John Kenneth B. Losabia, and Lance Marian S. Soriano, and our co-authors, Alexander Manuel D. Buenavista, Ethan King Season under the advisory of Assistant Professor Raymond M. Anselmo, LPT and PhD. And today, we will present our study entitled Sports Facility, Accessibility, and Supply Constraints of Young Sports Enthusiasts in Selected Barangays in Manila City.
Promoting physical activity at a young age improves overall health and wellness at a significant level. A scientific report from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services 2018, as cited in Guthold et al. 2019, stated that physical activity improves cardiovascular, bone, and metabolic health, enhancing fitness levels, weight, and sleep. These health benefits a young individual acquires in physical activity will manifest until adulthood. Torkelson 2005 identified factors that influence participation in leisure activity. One of the factors identified is the opportunities and support services available to the individual, facilities, resources, programs, and its management. The lack of sports infrastructure and equipment may affect the youth's leisure time. Kim et al. 2021 also studied the perceptions of males and females aged 29 to 70 in South Korea regarding their accessibility to exercise facilities and engagement in moderate physical activity. Results of the study show that the easier the access sports facilities, the higher the rate of physical activity. With the current state of sports facilities and their supplies in the Philippines, researchers identified constraints limiting youth engagement in sports. They determined the youth's perception of the accessibility and availability of sports facilities in their barangays and the supply constraints that hinder them from engaging in sports. This study may promote the importance of physical activity and sports to youth and adolescents. Educational institutions, barangay officials, sports coordinators, and sports programs in the Philippines. Next slide, please. For the theoretical framework, the researchers will use the attribution theory for the research paradigm. The attribution theory of Weiner, 1974, is based on the achievement of an individual. The theory assumes why people do what they do, like attributes and causes of a behavior. The researchers will then adapt the attribution theory to the factors attributing to an individual's participation in sports or physical activity. Then the researchers will also then check the relationship within these factors.
For the research design, the researchers use a quantitative descriptive relationship research design in the study. Quantitative research is used in the study to determine the demographic profile of the youth sports enthusiast and the relationship between accessibility and supply constraints to the demographic profile of youth sports enthusiasts. Descriptive research, on the other hand, is used to describe the barangay's nature, its characteristics of the people, and the sporting facilities available. The research for the description of respondents, the researchers used a purposive sampling technique in setting the number of respondents for the study. Then we have for our inclusion criteria, the study followed a chose youth sports enthusiasts, males and females, currently residing in Manila City, specifically in Barangays 463, 464, 465, 466, and 467 in Sampaloc, Manila. According to the World Health Organization, youth is defined as individuals aged 15 to 24 years old. The study had a 100 respondents. We also, uh, the study was also conducted with a face-to-face data gathering using an adapted questionnaire. Then the respondents must have or has available sports facilities around the barangay they are residing.
So presentation and analysis of result. The table 1 to 4 answer the statement of the problem 1. What is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of age, gender, type of sports engaged in, and available sports facility? The table 1 shows the age of the respondent range from 15 to 24. The youngest group of 15 to 16 comprised only 11%. The largest group, comprising 29%, is the respondents age 21 to 22. The oldest respondents form only 18%. The group is generally composed of 20-year-old individuals interested in sports. The standard deviation of 2.5 is the prevalence of the respondents in ages from about 17 to 23 years old. Next slide, please. The table 2 shows distribution of respondents by gender. Out of the 100 respondents, there are more males who have responded compared to females, having a frequency of 69 or 69%. Sports are not confined only to males. Females are likewise interested in sports. However, the males outnumbered the female in the ratio of 2 to 1. In sample given, the number of males is double that of females. Next slide, please. The table 3 shows distribution of the respondents by the type of sports engaged in. Out of 100 respondents, 68% are engaged in basketball, 32 are engaged in volleyball. Both basketball and volleyball attract sports enthusiasts. However, more people prefer the former than the latter. About 2 out of 3, 68% respondents indicated basketball is the sports they prepare to engage in. Next slide, please. The table 4 shows the distribution of the respondents by the available sports facility. Out of 100 respondents, 78% have playing courts, 22 or 22% have commercial gyms. The table 4 indicates that 3 out of 4, 78% individual who engage in sports do their activities on playing courts. These are spaces provided by local barangays where interested individuals can play with or without financial investment. Next slide, please. The table 5 answers the SOP2. What are the accessibility constraints in engaging in sports activities? Based on the questionnaire result, the respondents agree on the affordability factor they need to consider accessing sports facility. Having a weighted mean of 3.63 overall as indicated by the mean of 3.49, the group agrees that they experience accessibility constraint in the available sports facility in their barangays. It is a fact that the respondents are profoundly interested in sports. However, there are quite some factors that hamper their desire to do their sports regularly. They seem frustrated about not having frequent opportunity to play their sports. They agree on this aspect, presumably because of chores for the family, schoolworks, and other obligation to attend to. Next slide, please. The table 6 answers the SOP3. What are the supply constraints in engaging in sports activity? Based on the questionnaire result, the respondents agree that the supplied sport activities in their facilities are not enough for them to participate, having the highest weighted mean of 3.89 overall, averaging a weighted mean of 3.40. The group moderately agrees that they experience sports facility supply constraint in their barangays. The respondents likewise agree that the facility are poorly kept This constraint could be a general perception because more significant majority of the respondents prefer to play in playing courts that are the regular maintained. Next slide, please. The table 15 answers the SOP4. Is there a significant relationship between the profile, variables, and accessibility constraint and sports facility or supply constraint? So the table 15 is the summary of the matrix of the result of the application of the chi-square test. It is revealed in the table that more significant constraint on the part of the sports enthusiasts was their opportunity to play in their preferred sports. The sports facility supply constraints are not significantly associated with age, gender, and the type of sports they engage in. Constraints in supplies are not given severe concern except on the available sports facility regarding age, gender, and the type of preferred sports. Next slide, please.
For our conclusion, the findings of the study answered all questions from the statement of the problem 1, 2, and 3. Between the range of the respondents ages 15 to 24, the mean is 20 years old. There were also more males who are interested in sports than females based on the findings of the research. The males were 69% of number of respondents in the survey. Respondents have an interest in sports, but many factors hinder their desire to play sports regularly. It could be about money, time, family, and other obligations. Respondents agree on the constraints that they need to consider accessing sports facilities, as indicated by the overall mean of 3.49. The respondents avidly want to play their preferred sports. They seldom find the opportunity to play. The respondents generally revealed that they moderately agreed with the constraints they experienced regarding sports facilities, equipment, and supply. Younger individuals have a stronger desire to play, but some constraints prevent them. Older people have greater responsibilities that they need to prioritize.
For recommendation, based on the results of the study, the following recommendations are advanced. The researchers recommend studying the sports facility accessibility and supply constraints of young sports enthusiasts in selected barangays in the city of Manila. The studies can be improved by addressing the rigors of creating this research. 1. Organize sports groups or clubs in the barangay for those who are interested in different sports. 2. Coordinate with volunteers such as those in UST or other institutions who organize programs who teach the rudiments and the rules of sports. 3. Look for sponsors for financial supports in creating or maintaining sports facilities. 4. Replicate the study involving older sports enthusiasts in other barangays or city, since the study only focused on the youth in selected barangays in Sampaloc, Manila. And that ends our presentation. Again, we are from the Institute of Physical Education and Athletics of University of Santo Tomas. Thank you for listening. Kapun kap.